So I hope y'all been doing all right, man. I'm actually working in the studio and decided to go live real quick. Man, man, this year, I don't know about y'all, but man, I feel super drained some days. Like some days I don't even want to hear nothing. Like I just want to. Have you ever had those days where you just wanted like peace and quiet? You know what I'm saying? Like you just want your space to hear your thoughts and things of that nature. Because so much stuff be going around. So many people want to be heard, they want to be seen, they want to be all these different things, um, and not necessarily enjoying the solace of everything. I'm sorry to, it's because I don't have my lights plugged in. You can't really see the visuals very well. Um, but I've been working. This is my bass guitar. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's my baby. It's actually my first string instrument, really. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited about it. I've been learning how to play and I'm practicing every once in a while. So eventually, I'll be really good at it. you know, practice. Practice makes perfect on it. So that's exactly what I plan on doing. But I hope y'all been doing good, man. I've been doing good myself. Just been working on music a lot and staying focused on that. And I think that's a good focus to have, especially with current events going on. Man, the world is it's insane, really. So just a side note, outside of music, I've been um, just obsessing over Fallout New Vegas. If anyone's ever played that, it's like a fairly old game, but man, it's just I don't know. It's something about the storyline that just really brings me back to it. And then there's so much DLC content from mod creators, and because I play everything on PC, actually with this computer that I'm doing this live stream with. So this is one of those. This is one of those things I used to get away. Like I don't think I will ever be like a gamer who streams because I don't know that will mess up with my peace. Like people like, oh, do this, do that. And I just want to enjoy the game. Um, I like to just play. And for video games, for me, it evolved into something that was like really fun, and I wanted to like go online and like battle people and challenge people online and all that kind of stuff. To like me just really enjoying the game for what it is, um, and not in such a hurry to try to beat the game. Like that was my whole thing as a younger person. I wanted to beat the game, but then I'll always get this feeling of like regret of beating the game, um, because then now I have to put it down. And if it's something I really enjoy, like I wish it was another level that I had to go and beat and stuff. So I don't know what the moral lesson behind that is, but yeah, man. I've really been enjoying learning new instruments. I've also got this other new device called the Sax Monica. It's a hybrid between like a saxophone and like a harmonica as far as portability. It's not a harmonica. Um, but it's portable like one. But it sounds like a saxophone. And I looked online and I saw it and they were like, "Oh man, it's really easy to, pick up and learn." Okay, just a heads up for anyone who's never had the instrument where you actually use your air or any of that is extremely difficult. Because I got on it today and it sounded absolutely terrible. But I didn't even know how to blow through the reef correctly. So I was just like making high pitched sounds, if any, and blowing air into like I got exhausted. Um, but it's actually something else. It's something else. So if you're interested in picking that up, make sure you know how to use at least like a woodwind instrument if you've used one before, or like a brass instrument that you used before, like an actual saxophone or like a clarinet, or something that you actually have to have air control. I was assuming like, man, I rap, I gotta have air control. It's not the same though. That was my ignorance, excuse me. Um, but yeah, I'm learning on these different instruments. Just because like I've always been in the studio, watching them be played, or you know, anybody in the studio has like, we got like 1,000 effects. You could play clarinet, with your fingers on the keyboard. Like I got my keyboard here, just play whatever, and you can create a dope sound, but it's not natural. It's not someone in the studio recording that. And for me, I feel like I like that natural feel, man. It's just something about it because like no one's ever gonna hit that the way it was done before. Like it won't be another recording like that. It's special in a sense. It's perfectly imperfect. But with a keyboard, digital instrument, it's going to sound the exact same every time. Even if you transpose it, even if you modulate it, it's going to sound the exact same. You shift it up an octave, up or down, it's still going to have the exact same pauses, the exact same air breaks that was in it. It's not authentic. Um, you know, everyone, if like a million people use that same instrument over and over and over again, they'll recognize it. Like, oh yeah, you use this software for this instrument, and everyone knows already. So I don't know. Oh, also, wearing some Electric Rose. Shout out to Electric Rose, upcoming clothing company. They're amazing. Black owned. Um, what else was I thinking? What I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, so we have a lot of things coming um up this month. Actually, this is going to be a really busy month. Oh, yeah. I've been going all day. I've been going like crazy, but it's going to be a really busy month. So with this month, we have um let me think. So we have February 26th. February 26th, we're going to be at the Nappy Roots bookstore. We're going to be raising up funds for them, and to make sure keep the lights on for a few more months, if possible. We're going to be doing that. We're also doing a live performance there. Me as one of the performers, I'll be doing a little sun, you know what I'm saying? Sun, you know what I'm saying? Do a little sun. Um, and then we're gonna have JB. JB's gonna be there. Linka's gonna be there. Um, we have a few more artists that just confirmed as well. So it's gonna be a great lineup. And we're all doing this for a special cause. This is all pro bono, for people who understand that lingo. But honestly, we're doing this for um, preservation of culture. Like I'm really tired of seeing all our history in black and white photos. Like I'm tired of it. Like why can't we have something that's now? Like why do I have to go research something, I should be able to go to that location and ask the people there, like, hey, about 20 years ago, how was it? 30 years ago, how was it? I shouldn't have to read up in a book about our history. It's terrible that we have to do that. Like, I don't mind reading books, but what I'm saying is that um, our history shouldn't just be that. It shouldn't just be history, but it should also be constant. It should be present. It should be the future as well. Um, it shouldn't be something that's just in the past that doesn't exist anymore. And that's how I feel about Nappy Roots Bookstore. There's so much history there, and you can actually go there and ask the people um, uh, to ask the people, you know, what this or that is. Like, if you want to learn about your roots, and if you want to understand what's really happening um, around you. And these are things you want to look at. These are things you want to listen to. And I think it's really important to have places of our culture, that's actually around right now, because you have so many different people leading you this way or that way, misleading you. Uh, for the longest time, people was assuming that Tulsa, it was a race riot, like, oh, the black people just lost their mind and all the white people were just trying to defend themselves, kind of stuff. And they wrote that story as they painted these businessmen and that were trying to seek refuge as criminals and as villains. I'm like, they were just going about their lives in their homes, in their houses, in their businesses. And then you have these people with so much hatred in their heart coming down the streets, burning their businesses down, and they're running into running to the police, and the police is either shooting them down or pushing them out the way, pushing them down and stuff. And it's like, man, like, that was not a riot. That's a massacre. You mounting miniguns on top of hills and stuff and shooting innocent people. That's a massacre. So I get tired of people, that don't have our history tell us our history, because they're not telling it right. They're not talking about the accomplishments and the things that we've done, because, then we would want it to amount to something greater. You know, I would challenge you guys to read at least like the first few pages, honestly, the miseducation of the Negro, and to understand what that means. Um, uh, and it's probably one of the best reads I've seen in a while, just from my personal standpoint. Um, and it's interesting because it was it was read so long ago. I mean, it was made so long ago, but it's still present to this day for the black man, and that's a scary thing. Um, that's a scary thing for me, because I think it's really important for us as a people, man, to want to showcase all history, so that we are aware of what's happening, and not necessarily like listening to either or side without understanding the full history about things. And I think that's the problem of this world, is to always talk about one perspective and to paint it as the entire narrative. And that's what makes things dangerous, because we all believe in this certain direction. That's not really what happened. So you're just really misleading people. At the end, ultimately, it's not working. It's not going to work. Like, people ultimately wake up regardless, whether they wanted to or not. Like, they get hit with the truth. You might as well tell them now, so we can try to change it. But that's just my 2 cents. But on to what I wanted to talk about is really, Nappy Roots Bookstore, has to be preserved, has to be protected, because, it's just one of those places, man, you can go and get the truth. It's not a one sided perspective. It talks about the whole entirety of it. And that's what I really like about that bookstore, is because you'll learn a lot just by walking into those doors. um, without asking anyone anything. It's this culture all around you, and that's comforting for me because I don't feel like I'm being misled there. Like I feel like I'm being educated. So it's important that we all come together and we try to preserve that place. And like I said before, I'll say it again. Um, through this whole month, anything I make from any of my songs, from my music, is going straight to that bookstore. So if you guys want to go to my website and go buy Black Man Kid Boy, it costs 1990, the year of my birth. Go buy it, and that money is going straight to the bookstore, because I believe they deserve it, and I think it's something that we really need, especially in Oklahoma City. So I want to keep that going. I want to keep that alive. Uh, Simple and plain. Like I don't have to be from Oklahoma City to realize the importance of that place. I don't have to be from Oklahoma to realize the importance of that place. So if you feel like you want to contribute, I'll have the link and all that stuff, um, for my email list. So make sure you guys are following me on my email list, theflowmentality.com. Go there and just subscribe. You just put your email in and then click subscribe. Then you're automatically signed up. You don't gotta do nothing else. It doesn't pay. It doesn't cost anything. Then you hear everything first. Anyway, another show that we have coming up also is going to be uh, it's going to be a variety show. Um, it's going to be the first time we've done something like this at a place like this. I'm working with a very talented artist. His name is Peasy. We're going to be doing a show together. We're going to be collaborating on doing a showcase at Queen's Lounge. We're going to be showcasing talent. We have, let me think, Courtney Lachelle, um, Queen Caution, Elise. Um, who else do we have? Can't think of who else we have, but it's going to be all women, and it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a great show, and I'm really excited about that one because I think, honestly, they don't get enough love. It's in the hip hop world, um, and so I just make it a count. I make it a point to make sure I try to book them as much as I can, because they're really talented. Um, and it's just good to have that type of energy around you. To have, you know, women who are believing in their craft and want to showcase that and that are talented and they have skills. So I think that's really important. But most important thing for me is that people are getting their shine. And if anyone has been following me since Lyricist Lounge, you guys know how adamant I am about that. Like I ran an event called Lyricist Lounge OKC for about almost 4 years. Well, it would have been 4 years if it wasn't for COVID. Um, but I ran that for about 4 years successfully, and we've done tons of different events. Like we did hip hop all over the world, and we had so many different ethnicities there. It was ridiculous. Um, that was a really fun one. We did the women of hip hop. We did that one. We also did Tulsa Invasion. We had people from Tulsa come down and just rock the house. We had people from Dallas. We had people from all over, really, and from California. You know, it's just one of those, man. This is one of those events that was just like home. A home away from home. Like you had food there, drink there. It was all good. But that's what we're planning on doing. We're trying to bring that same vibe back with this variety show. So I hope you guys come through that one. That one's going to be on the 18th of February. So we have two shows so far that I've mentioned. February 18th is going to be the first show. That one's going to be at Queen's Lounge. That one starts, I believe, at 8 p.m. And we have the one on the 26th. The show part starts at 8, but there will be food there for the benefit show. For the benefit show, that one's going to be from 6 to 10, and the show doesn't start like the live performances don't start until like 8. So that one's going to be really fun, and I'm excited about that. That one's going to be more live stream, but we will allow like a small audience. There'll be like a space for everyone to want to do that. Um, but I don't want to crowd the place out just because of COVID. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed out on. Oh yeah, upcoming projects. So I am currently working on a lot of different projects. If you like I said once again, if you follow my web page, or if you follow my website and you are on my email list, obviously, then you know there's like a list of things. So I'm going to check one of those things that I'm working on, and we're just gonna go from there. I hope you guys like the new single that I just released as well, and it's called Cyber City. I'm a big fan of cyberpunk stuff, and when Cyberpunk 2077 came out, I was really excited. The gamer world is not too excited about it because all the glitches and all the bugs and all that kind of stuff. But I play Skyrim, so I mean it's nothing new to me. um, you just gotta roll with the punches, man. Just enjoy the game for what it is, and just wait for them to patch the game up. There's no reason to. People be going all out now. Like there's so many politics behind games. Like it just cracks me up. I'm just like, man, just enjoy the game. Like, what? But, but the textures. And I'm like, all right, bro, just chill out, man. That's a patch. But when I get on my car, like it flies away sometime. Like, okay, cool, man. So you had to put in a code on Grand Theft Auto for that to happen. So be happy you came with the game, you know. But no, in all seriousness, it's like, man, I don't think people really play games just to enjoy them no more. Sometimes, man, I feel like people are playing the game for like a social status or for this or that. Like you get on YouTube, man, and you got people doing um like speed runs and stuff through a game. Like, are you playing the game because you enjoy it, or are you just seeing how fast you can beat it? Like, whoop de doo, man. Yeah, you can skip through all the dialogue and everything that the game creator ever created for the game to make you actually enjoy the game, and you just skip through all that just so you can say you're the fastest at beating the game. Like, that's not something I really understand. Maybe some people get into it, but I mean, it's interesting to see. You like, all right, cool, man. That doesn't make you like an appreciator of games to me. Like that's like I don't know, like food competition is like you eat it the fastest. Like, did you enjoy it though? Did you like taste all the seasonings? Did you get a chance to, relax with a little wine or something? Like you just no, I just ate it real fast. I'm the fastest at eating food. All right, well, okay. I'm the fastest at doing taxes. That's cool. Like, all right. Did you get any money? No, I had to pay. Like, all right, well, cool. So that's just how I feel, man. But I definitely play video games just to enjoy them now, to find my peace, and that's where my thinking goes. Um, when I'm not driving and writing, don't drive and write, guys. Um, but I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. I've been working on a lot of stuff here recently, and I'm just really thankful that I have the opportunity to do so. I did want to mention something also for the people who do follow my email list. So there's a part in the bottom that you can actually contact me. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that of that nature, feel free to do that. Like I'll love to answer your questions like live. Well, not necessarily live, but on these videos, like I'll be happy to answer those questions because like people will ask me later, like weeks after. I'm like, bro, like you should have just asked me then. But like, go ahead and just ask me if you have a question that you want to ask. Like, if I'm working on something, or uh, what are my thoughts on certain topics or whatever. Just just so we make things clear, I really don't like talking about politics because um, what people think are politics for some people are not politics for other people. And what I mean by that is like, for example, like the my personal existence, like me being black, my personal existence is not a politic. Like me getting killed unjustly in the streets is not a political issue. That's a human issue. Um, so that shouldn't even be in politics. Like obviously you shouldn't take a human life. Uh, yeah, and just shoot them unjustly. Um, maybe if the dude was like murdering people down the streets with a knife, I'm like then you take him out. But dude got his hands up, saying don't shoot me. You shoot him, like I don't care who says what. I don't care what faction you're part of. If you okay with people just taking people's lives, man, we're gonna have a problem. Um, so that's my stance on that. But then people, uh, that the reason why I don't like talking about politics is because a lot of people like to communicate with what they've researched or what they've read or what someone told them, and not necessarily having their own opinions or thoughts about an issue. So it makes it really difficult to get through things because then they start throwing these titles at you and calling you this or that, or you're left, or you're right, or you're up, or you're down, or you're a liberal, or you're a socialist, or whatever the case may be. I'm like, man, can we just have a conversation without you bringing in hashtags, please? Like, can you not hashtag me? Um, tagging different things to our conversation. Like, let's just have like a regular conversation between my opinion and your opinion. Like, the conversations that you have deciding what photo to post on Instagram, that's the person I want to talk to because that's the person you don't get to see. You just get to see the picture, but you don't get to deal with the conversation before that. Like, what should I do? That's the person I want to talk to, not the person that you want me to believe that you are, but who you actually are and your real thoughts and beliefs. But I'll leave you guys with that. And thank you guys so much for listening to another one of my rambles. This has been the Flow Mentality Volume. What's that volume? Episode 5. Speaking of volumes, I am working on Flow Mentality Volume 5. I did not add that to the list yet because I'm still building the concept for it, but we will see very soon. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And that'll be that, man. It's been good talking to y'all. Y'all take it easy. I'm probably gonna work on some more beats, maybe, and then probably play some more Fallout New Vegas. My game keeps crashing here recently. Possibly because I added the wrong mods to it. I don't really care though. I like the game. I enjoy playing all those mods, but I'll figure it out. Y'all have a good day anyway. Thank y'all so much, and y'all take care. Real talk.